Hi girls. So today we're going to be making the Tenderheart here. And she's got a ponytail. I'm going to actually be doing this straight here when we're done. So it's a little bit easier than the ponytail. On my Birds Clay Academy, it will show how to do a ponytail, but that's actually done in two stages. So anyway, let's get going. Okay. First we're going to take our clay out of the plastic sleeve, and we're going to discard that. We're going to take both of these. I'm going to carefully peel off the top of the plastic, and we're going to discard that as well as this here. Everything's marked out. You got your pants, your shirt, your sleeves, your hair, your neckerchief. It's all there, pre-cut, pre-measured, pre-conditioned, so it's nice and soft to work with. Before we begin, I always say, make sure your hands are clean. In your packet, you're going to have moist towelettes. You're going to open them up, and you're going to make sure your hands and your work surface is clean. I can't stress that enough. Otherwise, your clay is going to get dirty. And you want to always make sure it's clean. Okay. And you'll see on your instructions where it will have that. Wherever it says stop and wash, please stop and wash. Follow those carefully. Okay, let's get started. We're going to take off our pants here. And we are going to roll these into balls. Now when you're rolling the ball, roll them between the palms of your hands and use a little bit of force, because you want to make sure if you roll it into a ball and you go like that and you're kind of light, you're going to have all kinds, it's not going to become a perfect ball. So you want to make sure that you take it and you roll it with a little bit of pressure. And there's that. Now we're going to take these and we're going to roll them into logs. About 2 inches long. You're going to take your cutting card. You're going to keep referring to your cutting card. This is a really invaluable tool. It's got a little ruler on the side so you can make sure that you've got everything the right lengths. You're going to take those like that. There's your pants. And you're going to try to make it about 2 inches. Don't worry if it's a little bit longer, because we're going to actually cut that off. Make sure your cutting card is clean, and we're going to slice this down like this. And then we're going to take the top portion of the pants, and we're going to do it at a slight angle, because this is where the torso is going to meet the top of the hips there. Okay, wipe your cutting card off. There you go. Kind of see at an angle at the top. Now we're going to take our serrated plastic knife, and we are going to make stitches along the side of the pants there and there. Next we're going to take our pants and we're going to place them right on top of our template. We're going to actually form her on top of the template that you have here. Measure about 2 inches long. Now we're on step 3. Stop, wash your hands. Make sure they're clean, because you were rolling in blue clay and you're going to get blue. You want to make sure that's nice and clean. And you're going to wipe off your work surface again to make sure that's clean. There's no blue clay on that, because now we're going to be picking up the white clay, the torso and the 2 sleeves, and we're going to roll these into balls. Set that aside. Now if you're rolling the white clay and it gets dirty, see how that looks? Looks kind of blue, and my hands weren't clean enough. So here I go. I'm going to wash them a little bit more. You have two sheets of towels in there, paper towels, so you'll be able to make sure they're nice and clean. Okay, I'm going to just take that piece of clay again and just re-roll it. Now, a lot of your torso is going to be covered in vest, so don't worry if there's a little bit of blue here and there on it, because you're really not going to see it underneath her vest. So there's her body there. Now we're going to roll her sleeves. There's one sleeve. Now the sleeve, see that does not look good. I'm going to actually re-roll this. There we go. It's a nice white ball. We're going to take the torso here, the largest ball. We're going to roll this into a soft cone shape, approximately 1.5 inches long, just about that long. You're going to carefully take that and set that aside, and you're going to take the 2 sleeves here, and we're going to roll these into 2 small logs, just about 3/4 inch long. You're going to take the corner of your cutting card, and you're going to cut at an angle at the top of the sleeve there, and then over on that side, you're going to take that clay and discard it, set it aside. Then you're going to take this, and you're going to cut the bottom, so you have two pieces. These are going to be the sleeves. Next, we're going to take where the torso is the largest ball, and we're going to slightly cut it at an angle at the bottom, like that. Discard the clay a little bit at an angle. We're going to take this, take our template, and we're going to adhere the torso right onto the top of the pants, just like that, and press down a little bit with the palm of your hand. There you go, like that. And you want to make sure that they stay together, that it sticks together. Okay, you're going to turn your directions over. Now we're going to carefully peel up the right side of the vest here. And we're going to take this and we're going to wrap this around the back, like that. And we're going to peel up this side, and we're going to put this here and here. And we're going to wrap this around like this. You're going to pinch the tops. Now we're going to take our cutting card and we're going to slice off the top of the shoulders just like this. We're going to discard that clay and we're going to clean our card off right away. Make sure that always stays clean for the next slice. Okay, so now you've got the top of the vest done like that. We're going to take our cutting card and we're going to cut into the shoulders. A little angle there, and a little angle there. Clean off the cutting card. Now we're set there. We're going to take our swizzle stick tool and we're going to form an indent at the top of the neck. Right there. We're going to take where it says neck here, we're going to roll this into a ball. And we're going to place this into the top of the neck like this. This is the median skin tone kit. Just like that. Set that aside. Next we're going to peel up. We're going to work on the neckerchief. We're going to peel up the blue strip here, the small strip, and the 2 neckerchief pieces. Make sure the hands are clean because next we're going to be picking up the white clay. Lift it up carefully there. We're going to take the little triangle here. We're going to place that right there. Next piece, we're going to leave a small gap in between. Lift it up. And then we're going to wrap this around her neck. Like so. Carefully lift and then wrap it around. Next, we're going to take these remaining pieces, right there, and right there. Take the small piece here. You can lift it up with your cutting card. Like that. We're going to take this and we're going to place this at the top of her neck and just carefully put into place. Like that. Figurine should look like that. Next we're going to take where it says neck and we're going to roll this into a ball. We're going to make it into a cone shape like that. Then we're going to take our swizzle stick tool and we're going to do an indent right into her neck, the top of her neck like that. You're going to take your neck and we're going to put it in there like that. Next we're going to take her sleeves and we're going to put it right at the top of her shoulders there. Like that. Set that aside. We're going to be working on her neckerchief now. So you're going to pull off the long strip and we're going to make sure, we're going to make sure we keep our card clean and we're going to grab the collar like that, stick that on the top, stick the other one on the top, leaving a little gap in between, lift it up, and we're going to place that around her neck. Wrap it around like this. Lift up and wrap around. Don't go squishing it. You want to make sure it keeps its shape. There we go. We're going to take our other pieces here, there, and there. We're going to take the little square strip and put it like this. You can use your cutting card and lift up. We're going to take this. We're going to put it right here, just like this. That's how our collar should look. Stop, wash your hands, and we're going to peel both pieces for the shoes from the plastic. They're white, so make sure your hands are clean. We're going to roll these into balls. There. And there, and now a cone shape. We're going to take them and we're going to place them at the bottom of her pant legs and press in like that, just like that. You can use either your cutting card or your baking board to make it flat on the bottom. You want to make sure they're flat. That's how they should look, flat. You can take your cutting card now, use the corner of it, and do some of the detailing for the laces, like this, like this, like that. We're on step 13. Now you're going to take your swizzle stick tool again, and we're going to make indentations where the arms are going to go into the sleeves. So there's that. And there's that. Set that aside. We're going to take where our arms are. We're going to roll these. We're done with this, so you can discard that. And we're going to roll these into balls. Like this. We're on step 14, and we're going to roll these now into logs approximately 1 inch long. Just about 1 inch long. Now there's a couple ways to make the hands. You can either make it where we cut out, or we can make it where there's just indentations. So this is the simple way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Or as shown, roll them back into balls. That's the easier way. This is the little more difficult way. There. And there. And we're going to use the corner of our cutting card now. We're going to cut a little triangle where the thumb and the forefinger are. Just like that. Lift up carefully. Discard that clay. Discard that clay. And then we're going to take our cutting card tool and we're gently just going to press down just a little bit, not all the way through. 3 more for the rest of the fingers. Like that. Now we're going to carefully grab the right arm and we're going to insert it in the right sleeve there. We're not going to press down onto her. We don't want it to stick. And then we're going to do this one on this side, just like that. And some of the last steps are going to be where we put the sign in. There, there. Now we're going to take our cutting card and do a little bit of detailing if you want. You could make a little crease where her elbow will be. You can do a small crease where her upper arm is. Just gives it a little bit more detail. Right where her pants are, just like that. Next, this is the fun part. You're going to take your accessories out of your clear bag. Got your troop numbers in there, your flag, your sticker to sign and date the back. And we're going to take the head, and all we're going to do is gently insert it right down into the neck like this. This is when your figurine comes to life. Like that. Now there's different steps for different hairstyles. So if you're making curly, it's 18, 19 it's going to be, or 21 is going to be straight hair. On my Birds Clay Academy, you're going to be able to see different hairstyles that you can do. Some require pre-baking before you put hair on, such as like a ponytail. If you wanted to do, that would have to be baked in 2 stages for it to look good. So, but I have that on my tutorials. Okay, I'm going to do straight hair for this one. So what we're going to do, the last of the remaining clay is here, and we're going to take this and we're going to cut this. We're on step number 21. If you're doing straight hair, we're going to actually cut this into strips. I like to cut it into probably about 10 strips, 11 strips. You can make your hair as long or as short as you want. You wouldn't want to use your knife to cut this because it's serrated and it makes it too jaggedy. There we go. And you're going to just take your cutting card and you're going to lift it all off like that. Then all your hair is in strips like this. Okay, we're done with this. You can discard that. And now we're going to start the hair. So what I do is I carefully separate all the strips and then we're going to do the back first. So I'm going to be basically taking this and just laying them out. Don't worry if they're not even because we're going to be cutting them. You'll see. It's a little bit longer with this one. Just like this. And I do about 6 strips. This is going to be for the back of the hair. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that and you're going to kind of squish the top a little bit. You can just cut it a little bit on the top, and I want to make sure her hair is nice and straight on the bottom like that. Use your cutting card and you're going to lift up like this. And then you're going to take this and we're going to actually put this in the back of her hair just like this. Just wrap it around a little bit. Put her back, gently put her back. Now we're going to continue. What I do is I pull the clay like this. Just like that. You can make them as thick or as thin as you like. You can take your time. You don't have to rush with this because you want to make it look like yourself. I always kind of pinch the top when I'm putting it on. Push it onto the dry clay. The head's already pre-baked, so. She's going to have long straight hair. One more. And I try not to put the hair right here because this is where you're going to put your stickers and your troop number when you're done. And you don't want to cover that part. There we go. And then you want to make sure that you don't have any creases, or not creases, but bald spots. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our sign. We're done with the hair, so you can get rid of all this. Keep your area clean. And you're going to take this, and we're going to carefully peel the little blue off the back here. And this is where we're going to actually stick on a little sticky there. We're going to put this right here. And we're going to take our hands, put them gently. You don't want to squish it too much. There. Now, what I suggest is baking it at this stage, because, or you can go ahead and take them off and very carefully, like this, pull a little sticker off. Keep it on your toothpick, and then you're going to put the flag on. I think it's easier, much easier to do it after it's been baked, but I'm going to just show you right now. See this? Use your toothpick. It just makes it easier because there. And so she's troop 30. Go. You put that on right there. That. And your figuring's done now. So what you can do, little piece of clay there. You can actually bake this right on the template. It's not going to burn. You can put it right on your baking board like this. Bake it in the oven and for 30 minutes. Follow the directions. Or if you're at a troop meeting and you don't have time to bake it, what you're going to do is you're just going to take this whole thing home like this. Put it back in your box. Close your box so you can get it home carefully. And when you get home, you're going to take it out of your box, place this on a cookie sheet, and follow the baking instructions. Have your mom follow the baking instructions. Let it cool for 15 minutes. And when you're done, your figurine will be like this. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed your tutorial making your Tenderheart today.